y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Today we will be doing a month flip for my Mulberry A6 agenda. So if you've been following me for a bit, I believe one of my most recent videos was my warranty exchange. So I had this agenda. The rings on my initial agenda just did not work out, and this so far has been perfectly fine. I have more inserts on here than I did my last, and the rings have been in perfect condition. So knock on wood, this agenda replacement has been everything I needed, and I'm so excited because I absolutely love this agenda and I really missed it while it was gone. I did purchase the Mulberry A6 from Amazon, and I'll have it linked below because I get a lot of questions on finding the right one. Because when you buy things on Amazon, you put A6, sometimes it's called, sometimes it's personal size. Actually, a lot of times it's personal size. So just be careful when you're looking at A6 on Amazon. But this is a true A6 agenda. And the rings were really wide, which I really liked at first, but then it kind of became a lot, and I think I don't know. I'm keeping this right now. I'm probably gonna just keep it for storage because I still like the agenda. This was actually nice to travel with because you could store a lot of things in here. Like I have my stickers in here. I was able to put whiteout in here. And I think that's one of the best parts about Mulberry is that you can really pack this thing and get everything you need in here. This was my first Mulberry agenda, and again, I'm probably just going to use it for storage for now, but overall I did like it. It's just, I feel like it wasn't for me. I don't like having too much, despite what I put in my planners like you're about to see. But I felt like this is the perfect ring size for me, and then I just love the planner in general and the size, because like traveling with this, like if we close this up, and by traveling too I also mean like just, you know, keeping it in my bag. There's a very, like you can see the size difference in the agenda alone, so this is a lot easier to take with you on the go. And then it is essentially like smaller, so I think it all depends on personal preference, what you want to take with you, so on and so forth. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's open her up and I can show you the flip. So I haven't made too many changes, I believe. I think I have decided what type of inserts I want to use, because I think I mentioned like certain things were kind of like up in the air. So I have these cloth and paper dashboards. I believe these are called, they're from the Heirloom collection, I believe. And then dashboard from cloth and paper. I have everything linked below that I can link, as well as discount codes. I have the yearly vellum, so these are sets that are available on the website, and this one came with yearly, monthly, weekly. There's another one that has like meetings and notes, different things like that that you'll see that I'm just using as like the titles. This is a year at a glance, and then we have the Don't Settle dashboard that I have actually flipped because I want to see the white side, so that way I get like the full view of the vellum. And then this is actually supposed to be the front, if I can flip it. And then we have the pull out. So this is kind of like my main yearly overview where I can just see all of the appointments, any important dates, when I'm taking off. I have like my nephew's graduation here, different things like that. So this is just an overview, and it's front and back. And I really like just the pop out. I think it makes it a little bit more fun, especially in a smaller planner. And then the second section is my inbox and outbox. This is the section that I'm in the most. So my inbox, this is everything coming in. So this is everything that I essentially need to do. I'll throw sticky notes on here, page flags, different things like that. Pretty much sticky notes though, of things I probably need to plan, order, different things like that. We have the upcoming vellum. So it says next, to do, in near future. This is the Legends exclusive dashboard from Cloth and Paper. And then I have these single column inserts from 8LOTUS. 8LOTUS inserts, as y'all know, are like my favorite. I love just the simplicity of them. I love the texture. And then I feel like they're just everything that I need because they provide the structure that I'm always looking for. And then everything comes in just a slight variation of what I need. So these are single column, and it's just a simple, my inbox is just a simple list of everything that needs to get done. That's more of like a larger initiative, but not essentially like an everyday task or errand. For example, need to get my passport, real ID appointment, because Washington just wouldn't let me and my husband get our real ID, even though we had it in Texas. We have to go through like a different process here, which didn't make sense because I'm still the same person with the same verification, but whatever. It did not make sense that I had a real ID in Texas. I was verified and they couldn't just keep the real ID here, but whatever. So I need to get that appointment done. And different things like that, right? So those larger things that I just need to get it done. I don't necessarily have a date. Same with like finding a provider, different things like that, setting up a work planner. And so I have 2 sheets for that. So that's inbox. So that's everything coming in. And then the inbox dashboard, I would say, is more of like something probably more immediate that I just need to put in my planner. So for example, if I get like an appointment card, I'll throw it in here. I'll grab my Ollie clip and then I'll just like put it on here, and that way I know to like add it in my planner when I need to, or I'll use my appointment sticky note and throw it on there so I know to like when to plan it. So this is probably more immediate slash, you know, upcoming, and then the rest are more essentially long-term. And then for my outbox, this is all of the plans. And so this is where you'll see the in progress. So in development, reviewing, delegated. And so I have the Kanban dashboard from Cloth and Paper. So to start right now, I just have my like a simple generic inbox. So just this is a reminder to review everything that comes in my inbox. And then in progress, I'm working on my dissertation, completed. I updated my finances, which I've been needing to do. But actually, I need to update my budget. So I'm gonna actually flip this back over here now that I think about it. And so I know I need to do that. So this is where the page flag system comes into play. And then I have, this is part of the Duo Essential tab, or dashboards from Cloth and Paper. This is just the back of it. And then we have these monthly inserts that came with the vertical weekly inserts from Cloth and Paper. And so similar, if you saw my personal flip, I keep all of my I'm keeping all of my monthlies in here for reference. So I have March. I can come back and reference like when I had different appointments. These are my main monthly inserts versus what's in my personal planner. And so this will have more details. I also love the important dates, the bills due, checklist, different things like that. Anything that's going on within my weeks, anything that I need to reference, similar again to that personal size agenda, I'm putting in here just in case I ever need to come back and look at it and I don't have to go dig through my weeks. And I'll show y'all in just a moment what I mean. But here is the month of April, which y'all have seen. And here is the current month. So I have just the like high level important dates. I started to use the goals section. I'm trying to figure out how to use this still. And then there's a priorities and a checklist that I'm still trying to figure out how I want to use. A lot of like not using these is more so because I'm still figuring out exactly how I want to use all of the different inserts in my planner system, right? And so once I decide on things like, okay, I'm for sure using this, then I'll give each of these a purpose. I just also like making sure that the purpose is distinct and it's different than what I have in my other planners. So I don't mind leaving something blank. I don't want it to confuse me or feel like I'm repeating, you know, like I'd rather have something blank and then have something that's functional. So we have that, and then here again is the current month, so not too much in here. Most of the plans that we have are like on the weekends. So I had started my new job end of the month, but this was like my first week. The semester started for the summer. Our anniversary was this month. Had a few vet appointments, paydays, just general plans that are going on. And then this is stuff that I need to get from the planners box. I need some more icon stickers, but I just put those in there. And then I have the next month. I was going back and forth between weekly inserts. So right now I currently do not have my weekly inserts in here. If you've been following me, I had the Infinite Lotus week on one page inserts that I was using, and then the vertical weekly inserts that I was using. And so I was going back and forth, and I decided to continue with the vertical weekly inserts for this planner. And so I have it in June. I just removed it for May because I just wanted to start fresh. And so right now, since we're at the end of May, and essentially the June inserts start next week, since June's next week, I decided I'm just going to use my medium ring for this week and then just use the hourly. Yes, the hourly in my medium ring, and then the monthly in this planner just for now, because there's nothing too much going on where I feel like I'll need to like write out everything for the week. But for the next month, I will be using the vertical weeklies, which are already in here, and you'll have seen these. Again, y'all saw I've been going back and forth. I'm probably not going to do the major page flag system. It's honestly been better to just use this as like things I need to do throughout the day, and then like a quick reference of like the appointment or whatever is going on that's time sensitive. I might have some page flags in here though, because I do like it, but like the full, like this is, it'll probably be like more like, okay, this is errand day, this is this day, this is that. for tentative planning, just not a full-on system, just like generic and page flags. But we'll see. That could also change but when I'm setting it up. But I think for the most part, I felt like it worked better when I was just writing out lists in here. And so if that's gonna work, then that's gonna work. And then this is the planner where I only have the 6 months. So at the end of June is when I'll put in everything for July on. And then I'll probably take out the rest of the months, we'll see. But that is the outbox section. So this is essentially the planning section, things going on, right? And then this last section has all of my tasks and reference inserts. So this first section is my list section essentially. And so some cloth and paper dashboards. And then we start off with my order tracker from 8LOTUS. We go into a single column list. And this is where I was saying, like, I love the structure of 8LOTUS. I love how well all the inserts go look so well together. And then the variations. So I also have the double column list. So this is things that I need to sell. I also removed some lists that I wasn't really using. This is kind of like my wish list. I'm rebuilding my wardrobe. So another double column list. And then I have the master list. So this is a quad, right? So again, a different variation of the same inserts, but they serve different purposes and I really like it. And then I just have backup inserts for whatever lists I want to make in here. But I really love my list section. Like I said, I've said it in this video, sorry guys, I'm bad filming, but I'm a very list / task oriented person. That's the best way to describe myself. So having a list section is very important to me. Having a place where I can write out all my tasks is very important to me. Checking things off is very important to me. And that's overall the purpose of this agenda. After that, I have this monthly tab in here, monthly vellum. This is from the weekly vertical set. This is just a quote page, but it's one of my favorites. So I have it just as a cover for my expenses. So this is each month has an expense insert from 8LOTUS. And I just have the due date, how much it is, and then I divided it. So I have my joint account with myself and my husband, and then my personal like debt and bills that I'm paying off on the back. So 2 separate accounts, one is for each account, so joint and then personal. And then we have May, and then I have one for June, and then right now I'm just keeping 3 months because I don't really need to go back. I'll probably keep these in here because I want to reference them with keeping track of our bills, since summer months typically bills like electric change slightly and I just want to like see the gauge. So that is my expenses / finance section. And then the last section is my meetings and notes. So this is essentially just my notes section. And this, I believe, is the travel dashboard from Cloth and Paper. I can't remember. And we have the project inserts. So I was going back and forth with what I want, where I want to keep my project inserts. And this is honestly the best agenda for me to take with anywhere. I really like it. And I think it's because it's not a monogram, right? So y'all know when I have traveled the past, if you've been following me, I have my Epi Louis Vuitton agendas. And so those are definitely more discreet. And so I'll typically switch from the monogram to the Epi when I'm taking it out, but I don't have to do that with the Mulberry. I feel like it's very, you know, it's not loud and it's still cute, right? Like it's still definitely like, oh, that's a really cute planner. I feel like the croc just makes it, you know, a little bit more sophisticated, but at the same time, I feel like it's not as flashy. The Moterm is definitely more discreet, but I think this is the perfect mix of like, this is still a nice agenda, but it's not too loud, like a monogram Louis Vuitton would be if I pulled it out like at work or something, right? And so, or just like at Starbucks when I'm working on things, or, you know, just different things like that. So this has been the planner that if I'm taking with me, I have it with, or I'm putting in my purse. And so that's also part of the reason why I have certain things in here and want to keep a lot in this planner, so that way I can reference it on the go, and why I wanted to keep my project inserts in here, because that way when I'm working on my school stuff, I can reference them within this agenda. So I have the project inserts from 8LOTUS, and then a few note inserts, and then this is just general notes and items. My main inserts for school are still in my A5. I have a lot of things printed out on A5. This is just a quick reference, and that way I can keep track of where I'm at and ensure that I'm like up to date with everything. So we have my projects, and then I'll have other projects in here too. Right now school is just the main one, but after that, I just have my note inserts again from Infinite Lotus. I don't always need a list. Sometimes I might want to reference something, write out a page, plan something, right, and just need a general note inserts. And I could have used the ones that came with the Mulberry agenda, but I really, again, wanted to match. And again, Infinite Lotus inserts are my favorite. So I just grabbed these and I just love the way they look. So I just have a few note inserts in here. And then we just have the Made Paper Co. freebie that I hole punched in here. And then a page lifter. And then back here I have, this is actually the card that came with the agenda. I just haven't taken it out, and honestly just stay there. I love the color of the Mulberry. And then I have the reflection cards from Cloth and Paper back here as well that I've had since I got this agenda. I think these were the perfect addition because they fit so well. I'm not big on decoration, as y'all know, and I really like these for when I was journaling. Also just things to like keep note of and think of when I'm writing things out. But yeah, we have those. And then that is the flip / everything in this agenda. I again love it. So I would say that this is definitely more my main agenda. It's the one that I'm taking with. It has everything that I need in here and I just absolutely love it. So I would have a Mulberry back. And yeah, other than that, that is going to be it for this video. If you have any questions, please feel free to let me know. And thank you guys so much for watching.